Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. With just 4 business days left before another down-to-the-wire countdown on a possible government shutdown, President Trump says Democrats are being insincere in their efforts on one of the key issues, legal protection for young illegal immigrants who came to this country as children. This comes as the White House and Republicans continue damage control efforts over last week's reported vulgarity by the president concerning some immigrants and their homelands, and the President of the United States answering a question this weekend by saying, quote, "No, I am not a racist." Chief White House correspondent John Roberts starts us off tonight on the North Lawn. Good evening, John.
And it's only Monday, Brett. Imagine that. The president thinks that the Democrats aren't negotiating in good faith. Some Democrats believe the president's not negotiating in good faith, which in all likelihood means the president has a tough week ahead of him. President Trump left Florida late this afternoon after spending much of Martin Luther King Jr. Day at his West Palm Beach golf club. The week ahead, a real test of his ability to cut a deal.
Honestly, I don't think the Democrats want to make a deal. I think they talk about DACA, but they don't want to help the DACA people.
The optimism of last week and that remarkable televised meeting has all but evaporated. An agreement on DACA appeared within reach, but since then, the gulf between the two sides has grown wider.
I think we have a lot of sticking points, but they're all Democrat sticking points.
Helping to widen the gulf, Senator Dick Durbin's assertion that the president used the word S-hole to describe many of the countries the U.S. accepts immigrants from. Durbin was standing firm today.
I know what happened. I stand behind every word that I said.
But President Trump today again insisted he didn't say it, tweeting, quote, "Senator Dickie Durbin totally misrepresented what was said at the DACA meeting. Deals can't get made when there is no trust. Durbin blew DACA and is hurting our military." The president is getting some more backup from Senators David Perdue of Georgia and Arkansas's Tom Cotton, both of whom were at the meeting where the president allegedly said S-hole. In a statement, they said they didn't recall hearing the word. They now say it never happened.
I'm telling you he did not use that word, George, and I'm telling you it's a gross misrepresentation. How many times do you want me to say that?
I didn't hear it, and I was sitting no further away from Donald Trump than Dick Durbin was.
The alleged epithet set off howls of criticism that President Trump is a racist, a label he again denied, addressing the White House press pool at Mar-a-Lago.
No, I'm not a racist. I am the least racist person you have ever interviewed.
On this Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the message from the president was one of inclusion.
Dr. King's dream is our dream. It is the American dream. It is the dream of a world where people are judged by who they are, not how they look or where they come from.
The president is also pushing back against a report in last Friday's Wall Street Journal, quoting him as saying, "I probably have a very good relationship with Kim Jong-un." President Trump took to Twitter to insist, "Obviously, I didn't say that. I said I'd have a good relationship with Kim Jong-un." A big difference. Both the White House and Wall Street Journal recorded the interview and released the audio, both claiming to be right.
I have a great relationship with Prime Minister Abe, Japan. And I probably have a very good relationship with Kim Jong-un.
The Wall Street Journal, by the way, is still standing by its story. On DACA, White House officials told Fox News today they think that they still will get an agreement. It's just that it probably won't be this week. They say there's still too much ground to cover, and they are optimistic they will avoid a government shutdown when the deadline hits on the 19th. They say that they can't imagine a case under which the Democrats would stand together and shut down the government over an issue like DACA. Brett?
John Roberts, live on the North Lawn. John, thanks.